year ago. So far I've made about 30%. And I like this because of the safety net that they have, and also the team is very good. So this has helped to pay for some of my winter holidays and presents for myself. Yeah, so you guys should do it too.
Hi, hello, I'm Jin. I'm a Forex briefcase customer for about 10 months. So returns over the past 10 months, about 20% is quite, I would say it's a very good returns. And it's a very safe vehicle with the drawdown that experiences just 2 or 3% or just once a month. So overall, I'm very satisfied with the returns, and I recommend everyone to join this program.
Want to hire a trader to trade the Forex market for you and get good ROI on your capital without fear of abscondment or unauthorized withdrawals from your trader or money manager? For a market that trades around $5 trillion daily in volume, it stands to reason that there are traders profiting from Forex. Otherwise, the Forex market would have become unpopular and faded out. Forex briefcase proprietary trading strategy and risk management techniques have been proven to be profitable over a data set of 5,000 plus real trades, not backtested results. You may be thinking, how do I hire a trader without the risk of trader or money manager abscondment, running away with your money? Traditionally, investors transfer a sum of money to the trader's personal account to allow the trader to trade for them. This setup is unregulated and non-transparent, and it's easy for the trader to run away. With our Forex briefcase MAM multi-account manager setup, investors deposit their funds with a regulated brokerage that adheres to strict rules, such that only the rightful owner of the account can withdraw from the account. This means that Forex briefcase merely trades for you through a contractual agreement. Forex briefcase does not have the rights to make any withdrawals. Now you can earn a passive income, having Forex briefcase trade for you, while you enjoy the flexibility and security of holding the funds under your own name. Contact us to find out more.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar. I see many familiar names and also new names too. So just a quick introduction for the people that are new here. So in this webinar, Jin shares his analysis and ideas for a specific currency each day. So for Monday, it will be Aussie and New Zealand, Tuesday, Euro, Wednesday, Pound, Thursday, Yen and Gold, which is today, and Friday, CAD and oil. So before we start today's session, do help me answer this poll, just so we know, is this your first time attending the webinar? Yeah, I just launched the poll. Do help me answer the poll. Yeah, great. Okay, we have a couple of new first timers. So yeah, just to continue, this webinar is going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors and short-term traders. Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So a quick disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. So a quick introduction about Jin, the speaker today. Jin is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. He's the mentor here at LCMS Trader. And for Forex Briefcase, he trades a US $7 million account on a daily basis for his managed account clients. I just paste a couple of links here for people that want to find out more. Give me a minute. Yeah. And so he also speaks in many countries like Hong Kong, UK, US, Australia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Malaysia about his views on FX. So before I pass the time to him, I would like to do another poll for the, give me a minute, yeah, okay. How did you get here? Yeah.
That was my fault, man. I just started clicking on random things to confuse you on the phone.
Yeah, I was like, hey, how come the thing is okay, cool. Yeah, so
Just to
as you
keep you on
are
your
assuming
toes,
the call, I will pass the time to Jin to get things started.
just to keep you on your toes, I had to throw a different spanner every day just to see whether we're coping well. How is everyone this morning? Okay, not the reaction I was really looking expected to get. Well, actually, exactly the reaction I was looking to get. Can we get something different? How's everyone this morning? Well, okay, still subdued. Good. Derek with the very short and sharp. Good. You know, Jeffrey's fantastic. Jeffrey has been posting things since 5:30 a.m. this morning. I've been liking his posts since 5:30, 6 a.m. this morning. So I know Jeffrey has been up and raring to go since very early. I haven't been sleeping much. I was attending a webinar at 3 a.m. this morning together with Jonathan. Actually, that's why you look at Jonathan. He's probably still. It's actually a video. Jonathan isn't awake. It's just a video of him pretending to be awake right now. So we had a very, very, very interesting webinar which I attended at 3 a.m. It was a webinar held organized by the UK people. So I'll be sharing more details about that on Monday to the Traders Club members. So make sure you tune in for the 9 p.m. session if you're a Trader Club member. You know, we have some things that I'll be trying to work through together with you, and I'll sharing with you some learning points there. All right, so make sure you turn up for that. Very early plug about Traders Club straight away. So today we are live. We are finally live on Facebook again, Forex Trading Asia. You know, so if you can jump on Forex Trading Asia and help me out, click share, click like, post away. Let's try and get more people on board. I do see that the participation numbers, audience numbers are growing. So I really thank you for helping to share and inviting your friends on board as well. So without further delay, a lot to go through today. We are talking about the yen, and also gold. So as usual, yen, US yen, euro yen, pound yen are the three pairs that I looked at in particular. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, in the Zoom chat. If you are on Facebook Live with us, put it in the comments. One of the guys might look at it and reply to you. If not, feel free to join us on the Zoom call as well. Obviously, if any questions, put it in and then we'll have a look at it. So US yen, let's get started first. Today I'll do it again a little bit differently. I will look at the currency pairs, I'll look at the charts, then after look at the drivers that could push it, because I feel that it's going to be a bit more technical based for today's session. The drivers, the fundamental drivers are not really there at this point in time. Okay, why I say that? Let's stop setting up the scene and jump straight into it. All right, US yen has been sitting at this level at the 107, 83107009 level. It has really struggled to make any real impact of whether to go up or whether to go across or whether to go down. It's actually been sitting across. So what I do think is that we're probably going to see the US yen sit across for quite a long time now. The real drivers are probably going to come later next week, right? Again, the Bank of Japan had released some news about being able and being ready and being primed, and they have all the tools to launch stimulus, to launch QE, to help the economy if and when required. They haven't done anything yet. They're just saying that they are ready to do it. they're going to do it, they want to do it, haven't done anything yet. That's why you see the US yen has really been sitting across quite quite horizontally, right? Quite horizontally at this 107 level, especially this 107.8 to point between this very tight level, right? 107.8 to 107.4. So that 40 pip range is really been sitting there. If I look at it on the H4 time frame, let me just move that away, zoom it out a little bit. Right, so it's really been sitting tight. What might be actually quite interesting is if you do look at it, and you know, those of you who attended the straddles session with me, we could actually be looking at not really a straddle, but we've seen that consolidation happen across, you know, a bit over 2 weeks now, or coming close to 2 weeks now. If it does break and close strongly above the I wouldn't want to say 107.9. I know the number says 107.9. I would say I would let it close above 108. If it closes above 108, we're looking to buy quite strongly. If it closes below 107.4, I still wouldn't be looking to sell. I would look for it to close below 107 before I'm looking to sell. So for the downside, below 107, for the upside, above 108, before I'm looking for any upwards or downwards action on the US yen. Okay, so I think still a lot of sitting there and waiting for US yen. Good so far? Okay, good. So Euro yen. So I'm actually more interested in Euro yen. Euro yen, the last time we looked at it, let me just move that away. All right, the Euro yen, the last time we looked at it, it was here. I have this line, this brown line saying that, you know, it was coming down and we're probably looking at it going to test the 11938 level. What is done over the last couple of days, over the last week, was, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 days, which is 1 week now, it has sat there and moved up to now look like it's testing the 119.38 or 119.4 level. At this point, you know, I still do think that we needed to test and break before any further upside. However, you know, with the way the euro, just jump very quickly to the euro, with the way the euro is doing, you know, it's been moving up, it's coming to that level again. If the euro yen can break above this level, we could see further upside from 11940 to even a 122 level. So that could be quite a nice upward move, maybe an 80 pip stop with a 220 take profit, right? So quick show of hands, you know, click on the, put your hands up or click on the hand icon. Would you be quite happy to do a 80 pip stop loss and a 220 or 240 pip take profit? Yes or no? Put it in the chat, put it in the, give me a reaction. Would that be interesting to you? You know, sitting, waiting for an 80 pip stop loss or 80 to 90 pip stop loss and a 240 to 250 pip take profit. Okay, looking for that reaction. I see the chat going off. Yes, great. Okay, so good stuff. You know, so but what you need to, all of you said yes, right? So obviously you would 80 to 250. But however, for that to happen, I would tell you that you probably would have to wait quite a bit. You know, it does have to move up about 100 pips before that trade could play out. So, you know, have a bit of patience. This is probably going to be worth waiting for, I would say. The alternative is if it goes up, hits that and turns back down. That could happen. However, for the euro yen to come back down, we'll probably be looking at it at the euro turning back down again. That's why I did a quick check of the euro US dollar to see where it was heading. It looks like it's probably going to push up a little bit higher before turning back down. So I'm looking more towards the upside rather than a bit of a downside. So I'll give you a bit more specific drawings here. Oops, let me move that away. Okay, so it probably needs to, for the upside move, you probably need to do something like that. Okay, probably not going to happen too quickly. I would say, I'll give it a little bit more time. It's probably going to sit across at this level, test it before breaking upwards. If it does hit that resistance and turn back down, right? So if it does hit that resistance and turn back down, we could also be looking at a good 90 pips to a good 220 as well, 200. So again, that downward move could also happen going from, if it does hit that resistance and turn back down, 90 stop loss, 200 take profit. That's also a possible valid trade given a direction, a true direction from the euro US dollar coming through. Okay, so I would say that euro yen, be a bit more flexible. Look at what's happening to the euro US dollar before before deciding what to do with the euro yen. At this point, it is that 119.40 level. If it breaks, fly. If it doesn't break and rejects that level strongly, look to sell. Good stuff. Put in the chat if that's a trade that you would be quite keen to look at. CK is asking, euro yen, is it advisable to buy at break of 119.4 or wait for pullback after break? Good stuff. All right. So he also did say good stuff. I would say I don't like buying on the pullback. I always feel that if it pulls back, it could come all the way back again, right? Or sitting there waiting for a pullback, you might actually miss the opportunity. It might just continue moving up without a pullback. So I would say for me, how I trade is if it breaks that level and it fulfills my conditions, then I would get into that trade given the close of the candle rather than wait for the pullback. All right, CK, I hope that answers your question. Okay, got it. Great. Thanks, Musin. Let it break and wait for testing. That's exactly it. Okay. So US yen, sit there, wait, nothing much to do. Euro yen, 119.40 level is the decision point. Pound yen, one of my recent favorites. Recent, okay. On the daily time frame now, zoom in a little bit. Okay. We said that it was going to sit there at this level and break down. It didn't. So that 130.87 level held. That support level held quite strongly, and it has bounced up from that level. Looking to sit now is at 132.27. So at this level, though I said it used to be my favorite, not quite now, is because it's probably not that interesting to do anything on the medium to longer term time frame. So I wouldn't look at anything too long. I'll look at it on H4. H4, I look at it and think that we could see some more upside, but it also does look like it's struggling to go up a bit. So I'm going to be very hesitant on a pound yen trade, with reasons about why we spoke about the pound yesterday as well, right? So just a quick recap. Pound, they were talking about not considering negative rates. That gave the pound US dollar some legs to shoot up quite quickly. As I said, they're not considering negative rates. However, as they did mention that, then we saw some Brexit talk come through. We saw a bit of negativity. They said that actually maybe rates might still be in consideration, might not. And then we saw the US dollar come into a bit of play as well, which is why we saw that big drop downwards again. So the downside still exists for the pound US dollar. I think I covered that during the session yesterday. Watch the video if you haven't caught it yet, right? Or if you were not on the session yesterday, spoke quite in depth about the pound US dollar and the continual downside on the pound. So that's why, if the pound yen does try to go up, right? If it does try to go up, I would still be looking for possible selling opportunities rather than buying it up. Also, the risk reward isn't great. I put 170 stop there, for 270. I could be looking at the euro yen to do a better trade. If I were looking for it to sell, then it probably will have to go a lot higher before I look for it to come back down towards the 113 or the 130 level, or the 131 level even. Okay, so pound yen at this point, I'm not super keen on any real directions there. I do think that it's possibly going to go up a little bit more, right? Maybe not as much, maybe up a little bit more like that, with downside potential always being in the back of my mind there. Okay. Any questions again? All right, Daniel doing a great job on the summaries. Fantastic. Oh, wait, someone did post something. No, cool. Okay, I hope you meant no, everything is all good and you're cool. Not no cool. All right, so let me jump into. Oops, click the wrong button too quickly. Okay, Traders Club, right? Most of you are already on Traders Club, so I'm going to make this quick. If you're not already on Traders Club, LCMS Traders Club, go onto Facebook, search in the top bar there, LCMS Traders Club, and then click join. It is going to be massively beneficial to your overall trading journey. Why I say that? Well, we've got our currency call that we do every day. Just last night, was it last night? Yeah, just last night, there was a tutorial on how to do your Bollinger Bands, how to trade using Bollinger Bands, walking through with you the strategy of using Bollinger Bands. So it's there, available for all Trader Club members. Right? If you come from the Telegram channel and you are happy and you enjoy the Telegram signals, we actually fire them out first here in the Traders Club, right? Giving you the signals there. But the more important thing is we tell you why we're getting the trades. The signals are good to help you make money, but the analysis and the logic behind every signal gets you understanding why, gets you a bit more confident about the signals, gets you to learn why we're entering trades. So you not only make money, you learn how to trade as well. So the signals are all there. Kenneth, you can see Kenneth gives a big wave, right? He's still wearing the same shirt actually, right? So Kenneth does a call at 9 p.m. every night to give you, or Monday to Friday, to give you an update of the market, whether the currency call that I do at 11 o'clock is still valid or not, whether any new things has happened in the market, to update you when you start your trading session. So those of you who are thinking, what happens if I start working again after this whole circuit breaker, I go back to work, I'm not so in touch with the market. You have an 11 o'clock session, you have a 9 o'clock session, just to give you updates on the market so you know what's happening before you start trading and start making money. All right, so we've got coaching calls there, we have signals, analysis, market analysis, we got watch lists, we have coaching, so a lot of information there, my interviews, and a lot of info, okay? But instead of scrolling through all that, you can even just go through here and go click on tutorials on the right side there and look at all the tutorials, Bollinger Bands, how to use MT4, how to look at economic news, backtesting strategies, all that info there. My weekly call that I do with only Traders Club members. Remember, Monday, 9 o'clock, we have that. I was doing about the trading the straddle. So I teach how to trade the straddle. I spoke about that just then as well. So you can learn how to trade there, straddles there, how to do different market psychology. We do a lot of coaching, one-to-one coaching as well, or one-to-group coaching. So all those are there in Traders Club. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. At $199 a year, we're not making money on it. It's really there to help you, less than $1 a day. If you take your trading seriously at any level, you need to get onto LCMS Traders Club. All right, after that short interval, we look at the triggers of what could happen to the different yen pairs, and then after that, I'll look at gold. Okay, so why I say that there's not much triggers for yen and nothing to push that direction really much higher or much lower, only from the yen, but we're more looking towards the euro or more looking towards the pound, is because only tonight we have a bit of a GDP number coming through. It's going to be about minus 4.8, or it's going to probably be even a minus 5%. But that's not going to push the US yen much higher or much lower in actual fact, if it does come out at -5, because it is probably going to be slightly priced in already. So this is one of the reasons why I don't think it's going to really push that direction on the yen too much. Tomorrow we have a bit of yen news, but yen economic numbers don't really impact the direction of the yen currency. We have some euro numbers, and then Canadian GDP, was 0, expected to be -9. I'll tell you more about Canadian tomorrow. So tomorrow at 11 is about Canadian and also oil. So I'll be prepping you for this 8:30 news tomorrow at 11. Massive, massive, massive opportunity there. So make sure you turn up for the 11 o'clock call tomorrow. And then next week, we have some US PMI numbers, manufacturing PMI numbers. We have the Aussie, we have the GDP, we have the CAD rates, we have euro policy here on Thursday, Euro ECB press conference, and on Friday we have the non-farm. So you can see why I'm looking at no real triggers pushing the yen in any direction, because looking at the fundamental reasons, nothing really giving it that push, that pump, only apart from a little bit of a GDP number tonight, and also but more importantly, the employment numbers coming from the US on Friday next week. That's also why I said that we could see movements happening later into the week, into next week. All right, so any questions so far? Let me just stop the share for a moment. Any questions so far? All good? Good. All right, so what else do we have to talk about now? Gold, right? Derek, the first reaction. All right, so I'm only going to tell Derek about this because Derek and Harriet about this because they're the only two persons who responded to my question. So everyone else can quit out. This is just for Derek and Harriet. Okay, gold. So I'm actually looking. Personally, okay, so for gold, again, just to repeat myself, don't look at it at anything smaller than a daily time frame. If you are looking to trade gold on a very short or short to medium term time frame, you are probably going to get stopped out by volatility quite often. So it's probably not worth doing that. what I would advise or best advice for gold is to look at it on a daily time frame. You know, look at the bigger move, look at a medium to longer term kind of a trading horizon. So for gold, I spoke about it a couple of times. I can't remember when I spoke about it, but it's one of the things that I've always been watching now is that I did say that it's probably going to come back into this 1730 and 1692 range. So it's probably going to range in that point again. It's going to do all that all over again, right? It's going to sit in there, try to go up, can't break higher, come back down, can't go lower, go back up, can't go higher, come back down again. It's going to sit in there again, but I will actually be looking for further upside in the gold. You know, if it does break above 1730, you know, even once, yeah, if it does break above 1730, you know that there is a good almost 300 pip take profit in there. You can keep stop very tight, about 1725. So anywhere 172 breaks above 1730, you know, stop at 1725, take profit at 1760, right? So go for that one big trade, then after that reevaluate. Go for that one big trade and reevaluate. I had been calling for gold to be at about 1850. That's probably going to take a bit of a longer time for that to happen. So I'll probably be looking at it to range there and go for the intermediate trade, that medium to slightly longer term trade towards the 17. Let me get the number again. The 1770, 1765 level. Okay, so I still do think that we could see upside in gold, especially if we see next Friday weaker US numbers, weaker US employment numbers, and you know, I would say COVID again, but COVID seems to be a bit of an old news now, especially for the FX market. You know, we will move along a lot quicker with impacts. So something to have in mind for the COVID, but numbers are not changing too significantly. So it's the economic numbers coming from the US, you know, paying attention to that, seeing how it could impact gold from that point. All right. Let me get that one away. Any questions at this point? Everyone's paying a lot of attention. I hope you're taking notes. All right, that's one thing I realized a lot of people are not taking notes. So I hope you're taking notes, and Jim, you can take it away.
Okay, yeah, so we have come to the end of the session. I will just launch a poll now to for you guys to let us know what you thought of this session. Yeah, it would be great if we can get 100% submissions.
We never get 100%. Well, we got it once or twice, but you know, there's always somebody who was saying, you know, could be longer, could be better, and that keeps us on our toes. Just like how I throw spanners at you to make sure we're all not going through the routine.
Okay, so anyway, a recording of this video will be uploaded. Thank you for joining the session today. Tomorrow we'll be talking about cat and oil, so we look forward to see you guys tomorrow. Yep.
Alrighty, thank you all so much. Take care. See cat and oil, cat, not cat. Alrighty. Bye bye. Trade safe, trade well.